Back with another episode of Pink Book Radio. Haven't done one of these in a while, but I wanted some participation with this topic. So if you missed that last video with 50 Cent and Lil James talking about how fathers are being disrespected on Father's Day, you definitely want to go back and watch that. Got a lot of comments here, and I'll also open up the phone lines. We're going to go ahead and get into those calls. But first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click that notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's get into it. You're on the line with PBL. What's your age, name, and where you're calling from?
Hey, how you doing, Pink Book? This is Q. I'm calling from Detroit, Michigan. I agree. I couldn't agree more. I sat there and watched it. You know, I'm a subscriber of your channel. So when I was sitting in this morning drinking my coffee, I heard 50 Cent first, and I heard Lil James. Lil James actually tickled me. But here's the thing. I mean, first of all, I want to say this. I want to give a shout out to you. You keep me going whether I'm at work. The little 15-minute, 5-minute, however long your videos be, I make it my business to watch them, and you on point. The thing with the fathers is, like 50 said, you know, you see the promotion of a tool in somebody's hand. It's like you always see the fathers, you know, being used as a serviceman or being put to work some way somehow. And there's nothing wrong with that. A man does have duties, but at the same time, like I said, it's only one day a year. You know what I'm saying? A man should be honored for what, you know, the things he do for his family or children as well. You know, I think it's just runaway rhetoric that, you know, all men ain't we don't take care of our children. We're not hands-on, this and the third, especially in the black community. And that's just simply not true. Some people think you got to be prestigious or have old school values. I mean, damn, men do love too. We human beings, we love our children too. I'm a father of one. My son is 15, so I'm on him right now because I'm dealing with a high schooler.
So Q, we had a woman in the comment section. She said only non-deadbeat dads need acknowledgement on Father's Day. And it seems like whenever it comes to mothers, it doesn't matter what they've done in the past, whether or not they were a good mother. Everyone is still supposed to hold them with high regard. But when we're talking about fathers, the energy is not the same. What do you got to say about that?
That's true. I've experienced similar things before, and I've also observed that. You know what? In my generation, I'm 41, so I come up in the 90s. You know, when Tupac did Dear Mama, you know, that kind of like re-solidified a lot of stuff amongst us that your mother can do no wrong. As we wisen up, as we, you know, listen to people like you, and you had me tickled when you talk about SIMP-prevention. You know, I had to throw that in there because, you know, yeah, because that's real though, you know, and I grew up, like I said, I grew up in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets, but I've always had a level head as well, you know what I'm saying? And I was fortunate enough to have some men around me to really school me to some things so I know what to do versus what not to do. You know? And I didn't always listen, of course. I'm not, you know, going to say I'm perfect, but, you know, some things I had to learn the hard way. But, you know, on the flip side of that coin, you're now starting to see that, and I hate to say it like this, but women can be equally responsible and guilty for helping tear families apart as well. I've known men to really fight tooth and nail, and I've also known women to fight tooth and nail against them as well. And when that child gets older, you say, well, damn, you know, Mom, what happened? Why Pops wasn't around? This, that, and the third. She made it hard for him to be around. You know what I'm saying? A person would say, well, a man is the leader and all that old kind of stuff all day long, but we get tired. A man is a human being. He has emotions as well. Should he control them? Should he seek compatibility? I want to get along with you. I don't want to beef with you all day long. Damn, sometimes I want to be left alone. You ever thought about that? You know, so, yeah, mama, there's some crazy mamas out here, too. I mean, there's some deadbeat mamas, too. No matter the holiday, Mother's Day or not, all mothers shouldn't be celebrated. Some of these heifers is crazy, man.
Yeah, I've talked about some crazy ones, but thank you for calling in, brother, and happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Keep doing what you're doing. You on point.
I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get to the next caller. What's your name, age, and where you're calling from?
Yes. My name is Kamal Miller. I'm 26 years old, and I'm calling from Tokyo, Japan. So I definitely agree that Father's Day is treated much differently from Mother's Day. I think it's mainly due to business practices because I know businesses usually market more to women, so they may view Father's Day as less marketable, which is why it's not viewed in the same way when it comes to materialistic gifts and things of that nature.
But what do you think about the public sentiment though? You had too many single mothers bigging themselves up on Father's Day.
Well, I think that there's definitely an epidemic of single mothers in the Black community, and I think that the main issue for them is that a lot of them are just bitter and upset and to find every opportunity to vent their frustration, even when it's not necessary or called for.
All right, thank you for calling in and expressing your opinion. We're gonna go ahead and take one more call. Caller, what's your name, age, and where you're calling from?
My name is Dwayne, 49. I'm calling for Queens, New York.
We got Queens in the building. Dwayne, what do you think about all this?
Yeah, I don't know how Lil James had more sense than his mother. I absolutely agree with him. Because, I'm a father myself. I'm kind of the same thing. They gave me text messages. I still love them, I'm not complaining, but I give gifts for Mother's Day, and then I give them money to give them their mom things for Mother's Day. I think they trying to squeeze us out like every other area of society. I think that's what it is.
Do you see any way that we can change this? Can this be turned around in the right direction?
Pretty much no. I don't think there's anything that we can do because, as a father, I'm conditioned to feel my kids are going to be ungrateful. I'm not going to get any, what do you call that? Not attention, but, I forget the word. But, when someone just respects your efforts and things you do, appreciation is one word, but I'm conditioned to it now, so it's like I don't think there's anything. You just could be in your child's life and do your job as a man and just keep your head down and just do what you're supposed to do and don't even look for any fanfare. Respect you and keep doing what you're doing. I love what you're doing. You're like a superhero out here. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining the light on these things. As a woman, we need that.
I definitely appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much for calling in. Shout out to Dwayne from Queens, Kamal calling in from Tokyo, and I cannot forget about our brother Q calling from the D. Much respect and love to the whole Detroit. So here's a solution. I think women have to do a better job at holding other women accountable. When you see other women saying Happy Father's Day to each other, step in, let them know they are not men, so there's no way they can be a father. And then the fathers, they have to come together and celebrate each other. We already know that's what the women did. Every chance they get, they have some sort of celebration, telling each other and the world how great they are. So definitely take control of your own image. And not just your image, but for the people that's not in a really good situation when it comes to their kids and co-parenting, take control of your situation, even if that means you have to go to court. If you're unprepared for that, get your finances in order, your credit, household, become the best version of yourself. And for me, I always say prevention is the key. So for the younger men, remember to always protect your seed. If you get caught up with these modern day Cruellas, they will disrespect you and teach your kids how to do the same. It's just not a situation you want to be a part of. There's a lot of great fathers out there. The bad fathers these women are talking about, they have multiple kids from multiple women. But the truth is, more men are childless or in a committed relationship or marriage. But the men they love to call deadbeats, that they love so much, they're the ones doubling up and tripling up on them. They are the men that they highlight on Father's Day, talking about how bad they are, instead of celebrating the dads that are there. Men should be celebrated on social media, in the media, and if corporate media and brands won't do it, it's something that men will have to do themselves. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below. What do you think the solution is to this? That's it with this episode of Pink Book Radio. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and don't forget to like and share.